So it's 4 AM and alarm's just gone off, so we are getting the kettle boiled, get some coffee. I'm going to head up round to Loch for sunrise, and yeah, here's hoping we get some good light. Forecast is a bit cloudy, but we'll see how we go on. So, day 2 in Scotland, in Glencoe. We're up at Rannochmore in Loch for sunrise, and it's just a little bit before sunrise here. And to be honest, first time shooting here, I've actually really struggled to find a composition, but what I've come up with is kind of going to go really minimal, and I found a rock just on its own down here, which is my point of interest for the foreground. And all I've basically done is put it in the bottom right hand corner, having the expanse of the loch, running the eye towards the mountains in the distance and hopefully the rising sun. And there's a little bit of colour in the sky, but to be honest, probably I'm going to be more interested in shooting back there whenever the sun comes up. So we'll cross over the road and go to the other loch, which neither of us can pronounce, but we'll probably do that maybe as the sun has just come up for first light, because I think we'll get something really nice there. But yeah, like, amazing place. This is just going to be a really simple shot. I think I found the composition, so I'm just going to stick with it, and all I'm really doing is just taking a few different shots just as the light changes. Settings are ISO 100, f11 and 30 seconds, and on the front, as always, I have the Format High-Tech circular polarizer. I have their 0.9 ND filter, which is just helping just to smooth out the water, because the water is quite calm, so maybe needs about 30 seconds or so just to give it a little bit of a nice glassy effect. And then I've also got a 0.9 hard edge grad as well, just keeping the detail in the sky. So yeah, good start to the morning. Did forget my other tripod for the time lapse, so the GoPro is balancing very precariously on a rock, so hopefully that will work. So just waiting, we're getting a little bit more colour in the sky here now, so grab another exposure. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this, because there's a faint bit of cloud in the sky and it is picking up a little bit of colour. Hopefully that's going to intensify. So the sky is finally starting to come alive here. Go round. We've got some really nice colour just coming across, lovely pinks. We've got two planes. Yeah, we've got two planes coming across the sky, and I guess it's their jet stream. It's just leaving a really lovely pink streaks across the sky. So happy days. Definitely worth the early start. Just a really different composition for me. So I'm basically just dialing down my exposure here. I'm down to 15 seconds now. Just having to do that to compensate for the light levels brightening. Super. Shot 1 of the day completed. Now to change location and get something different. So we've moved down across the road to the other loch that we can't pronounce, and that is the view behind us. We're just getting some morning sun hitting the peaks in the distance, and the light is just amazing. Getting some lovely reflections in the loch as well. Just about make that out. So again, kind of keeping things really simple with my composition. I have a rock down here which is going to be in the right hand side in the foreground, kind of in the bottom third, and basically just leading the eye across the loch and into that epic mountainscape behind me here. And on the front of the lens I've just got a 0.6 format high-tech ND grad, a soft edge grad, because there's not a massive difference between the sky and the foreground, so it's just, I'm actually trying to underexpose it just a little bit, just to try and retain the light that's hitting the peaks, and hopefully just accentuate that a little bit more. So amazing morning. This is definitely probably the shot that we've come for. And there is Brennan in the background. Say hello, Brennan.
Hello.
So yeah, amazing spot again. So I reckon this might be the last one, and the light this morning has just been absolutely amazing. Really has. The view behind is just class, absolutely class. Getting some lovely side lighting. I actually moved across, I was over there, but I was going to be in my own shadow, so decided to come around here, so we were getting a little bit more side lighting. Just lighting up the foreground really nicely. Again, it's kind of the same thing. It's using rocks and the line of the loch just to lead the eye kind of towards that, and then on towards that. So over in the other loch, the composition, it was really hard to find anything interesting apart from that one rock. Over here, it's the complete opposite. There's just so much to photograph, especially in this light. But I reckon that's going to do us here now. We're going to head back up into the main valley of Glencoe. The forecast today was for high cloud, so yesterday we had an awful lot of blue sky, which, okay, we'll not go there, but I'm hoping today it will cloud over a bit so we can get a little bit more moody shots. So we've a few waterfalls we want to shoot. Probably go back to shoot the buckle shot in different conditions. It's been done to death, but you probably have to do it, I think. And I'm going to try and find Cauldron Falls and probably maybe do Three Sisters. Sunset location, not too sure. The sun will be setting over that direction, so this could probably work as a sunset spot, or else maybe Loch Tulla, so we'll see. But yeah, let's just hope the light continues as it did this morning, because this is why we love Scotland. This is why we love Glencoe. Next stop off was Loch Tulla. Photograph of the trees, which has probably been done to death, but I can see why. Absolutely lovely down here. I've had a little bit of light. It's quite diffused at the minute, so we're just waiting to see what happens. But yeah, quite a standard composition here with the 3 groups of trees just running through the middle of the frame, and then a few nice reflections and mountains in the distance. So really good. Would love to come back here in the autumn time. I think it would be absolutely amazing colours. Only filters I've been using is just a 0.6 ND Grad soft age. There's actually very little difference between, if you can see there, maybe not coming out too well, between the sky and the foreground at the minute. So 0.6 is more than enough. No long exposures, shooting just the same at f11 at ISO 50. So I actually had to take a few shots just with the self timer, because when the sun was out, my tripod and myself were casting a shadow, so literally just had to take 2-second timer and then jump out of the frame really quickly, which hopefully will have worked. And you don't have my shadow stuck in the shot, so yeah, might have a little bit of an explore here, and then we'll head back up to the hotel for breakfast. Glencoe has not disappointed. What an amazing sunset, one of the best I've seen.